Give me my 150 billions. I want Florian Wirtz. Oh my God. It is greedy Leverkusen not expecting a penny less than 150 millions. And it is Florian Wirtz coming to Liverpool. 150 millions on the table and add-ons. My goodness, all the Anfield homes will be sold. All the Anfield coal mines will be in debt. Cherki joining Manchester City on a 36 million deal, and again Pep Guardiola is pouring all the oil money into the well of Manchester City at the Etihad, and still he wants Lamine Yamal to come in. Barcelona forward Lamine Yamal now getting in talks with Pep Guardiola to be coming on to Manchester City. Pep Guardiola, when is the desire of him not building any young player in the squad rather than going on for those big transfers is going to come to an end? Oh my God. Jobe Bellingham. Bellingham is the word. Jobe Bellingham, the younger brother of Jude Bellingham, has stepped onto the shoes of his big brother's footsteps because it is Borussia Dortmund where the likes of Jobe Bellingham will be seen. 33 million plus. That is the transfer, I would say, best of all the deals. Best of all the deals. Bundesliga are making the transfer season again rocking. Dean Huijsen, just a single season in the Premier League and he is set his steps up, joining Real Madrid. My goodness, that too under Xavi Alonso. This project Kylian Mbappe, I don't know why Papa Perez didn't go for those transfers under Ancelotti, and Ancelotti now with the Brazilian jersey is cooking good, but what has happened to Thomas Tuchel? He is losing with the three lions. Harry Kane, Bellingham not doing good with the English squad, and they have lost to Senegal by 3-1. 3-1. The scoreline is not at all digestible from my end. Hello guys, welcome back to another episode with Ramsay, and the football season is now up, but when is the season going to end and when is the season going to start and when are the transfer windows definitely going to be open for a long time, because it was just few days when the transfer window was open and again it has been shut down because the FIFA Club World Cup is about to begin. The players are not getting those rest, but as of now the transfer window is closed, and after those FIFA Club World Cup is going to end, the transfer window will be open, and in this video we will be discussing on those 4 points. Florian Wirtz to Liverpool. Is the transfer good enough? Arne Slot, will he be capable of doing that? Big transfers, 150 millions. Bundesliga has achieved that feat this season. But it is Liverpool also, apart from those transfers of Virgil van Dijk, getting now big transfers of Florian Wirtz, big money again getting involved. Anfield mines, are they going to be sold or not? And the second one, it is the likes of Rayan Cherki joining Manchester City, Jobe Bellingham joining Borussia Dortmund, and the likes of Dean Huijsen setting up at Real Madrid. But Real Madrid are again getting associated with those big transfers happening on the center backs where they are getting those links. We'll be talking on these 4 points, but Florian Wirtz, the hot news, the hot cake is here. Liverpool, I don't know why, are so much playing that bait, because greedy Leverkusen not expecting a single pie less than 150 millions. What has made Leverkusen do that? Because it was those rumors which was happening that Manchester City's Pep Guardiola is going to take Florian Wirtz, but it denied. Bayern Munich getting the likes of Florian Wirtz, it was denied, and greedy Leverkusen only expecting 150 millions with 1 year in hand of Florian Wirtz with them have made that deal done, and it is those medicals which will be done, and officially Liverpool will be announcing that. But to make this statement bold enough, there are 5 particular reasons why Liverpool is splashing this big amount of cash on Florian Wirtz. It was from my expectations that Liverpool, being a club who is definite in it in making those transfers, who are good in analyzing the players, especially after the departure of Jurgen Klopp, but Liverpool has made that. But my predictions were that Liverpool is not going to make such big bet on it rather than going for 2 or 3 transfers. But scenarios have changed and Liverpool has got those big amounts spending this season. There are 5 big reasons. It is getting close because Florian Wirtz, we'll be talking about him. He is not another type of household player who will be just ruining his name, and he is worth it. The first factor is definitely Florian Wirtz is worth it because he is not that established as a star, but he has got that Adidas back support on his jersey tags which will be making, and Liverpool this season with the Adidas venture into their jerseys after 13 long years. The first sole reason why Liverpool is making that, because playing Florian Wirtz number 10 on the pitch and the Adidas jerseys and the merchandising which they will be trying to make those big money out of it is the first basic reason why Florian Wirtz is that worth, and Liverpool has been spending that because Mo Salah was on the Europe's top league but Adidas was not associated with the likes of Mo Salah, and Liverpool were also previously associated with the likes of Carabao, those Google Pixels and whatnot. But now Adidas is getting associated with the jerseys, merchandise of Florian Wirtz, and with the likes of the jerseys of Liverpool's new season coming in. That is the first sole reason. Second one is that Liverpool, with the mentality which they are having, I mean, whether it is going to be Arne Slot, whether that is going to be Jurgen Klopp, whatever that is going to be, but Liverpool has that mentality that if they are playing something, they are having that mindset, and if the finances are looking positive, the Reds also held back in the transfer market last year, but they were prepared. They were making to be spending those 125 millions to 150 millions because they were keeping those money reserved the last season where they were in a debt, and they have just financially proved that they were in some sort of losses. But this season, 250,000 subscribers for Liverpool in those social medias on the different platforms. Liverpool has been making that money good on those social media platforms. That is the reason, apart from those ticket sales, apart from those jersey revenues, apart from those, the likes of the merchandising, everything has been happening for Liverpool. But the new Anfield grounds, which has been also created, it is also some sort of adding some sort of boost. But the third most appointing thing is that Florian Wirtz picking on those left mid pitch, because on the right mid pitch, definitely Mo Salah won't be sacrificed. It will be only the likes of or it will be the likes of Gakpo, or it will be the likes of the Luis Diaz. These are the three positions where Arne Slot will be getting on those fluidity on the team. But Florian Wirtz, will he be capable of doing that? Because talking about his stats at Leverkusen, he has been getting only those 10 goals and few assists in the Bundesliga. He is not a player who has played in the mud in the Premier League, but will he be playing those big mud roles at Liverpool? That is also the factor number 3 which Liverpool has played this bet. But Florian Wirtz getting those injury moments the last season also at Leverkusen, where he missed those big clashes in the Champions League. Leverkusen were facing against Bayern Munich, and 2 years back at the same time, it was the likes of Florian Wirtz getting those long-term injuries. What will Liverpool do if already Bruno Fernandes, it is the likes of Bernardo Silva from Manchester City, Manchester United's Bruno Fernandes are getting those tug of war? It was quite evident that the game where Portugal were facing the Germans at the German soil, the war was looking happening. But if Florian Wirtz is getting some sort of injuries, dreams of Liverpool won't be that easy, because 84 points and getting the Premier League this season, it has happened. It has happened because Manchester City, on the other hand, are building something up. But we'll be talking about that bit later. After this 4 point, the fifth factor is that Wirtz has that quick adaptation. I mean, if you are talking about his 60-65 minutes of performances where he will be playing, or whether he will be coming on to those super subs. But what about Federico Chiesa? And what about those right back positions? Frimpong coming on and replacing Alexander Arnold, and Arnold not getting that number 66 jersey at Real Madrid. Do you think that there is something big where Frimpong will be getting that? And what about those left backs where Liverpool are having those talks of Kerkez? Casemiro has been a big fail. Robertson on the verge of some sort of retirements. Virgil van Dijk is there on the centre backs. Konate on the centre backs. Concha talking about his rumors of joining Leverkusen. Liverpool with this new evolving strategies, now it is the time where Arne Slot will be tested. But it is again the adaptation of players where Liverpool are making that good. For the past many years, they will be again looking good. But the previous season, one more factor I would say, Liverpool getting those losses to Spurs, that was the time where I considered that Liverpool, after those first half and coming into those second half of the season, getting some sort of setbacks, will be dropping points. They dropped those points definitely big time in the last few matches of the previous season. But then also, neither the likes of Arsenal nor the likes of Manchester City were good enough to be on that race. But yes, that is all about Florian Wirtz, and Liverpool has done that big successful transfer. Florian Wirtz is that big name. He will be definitely coming on big, and all the likes of different clubs who were getting on those associations with Florian Wirtz has been denied. But will there be a release clause of 1 billion for Florian Wirtz, or what are those transfers statements which will be made on that deal? It will be finally made onto the screen, but only after when Liverpool confirms it officially, because till now those possibilities and those medicals will be coming on, and Florian Wirtz will be getting on those tests. But it is official now, because Florian Wirtz is definitely now moving to Liverpool. Rayan Cherki joining Manchester City. Oh my God, this is the second thing. Manchester City, what are they going to cook up again? Pep Guardiola, I don't know, my goodness, why is he still going with more than 100 millions of transfers this summer? In the winters also, he has spent all the oil money. Is Pep Guardiola looking to be pouring at the Etihad? Manchester City again looking to be making that, but Liverpool making their spot good in the Premier League will be making those Champions League positions sealed. But will Pep Guardiola be coming back to those roaring forms? Because Rayan Cherki making those big performances he has been doing, Now getting to Manchester City, but again those amalgamation of players, Manchester City with Pep Guardiola, getting those tiki-taka small short passes, digging those positions, those inverted backs, whatnot, and it is that position which still Pep Guardiola is looking to be having in his mind. And I would say one statement for Pep Guardiola that please take some rest before getting on to the next season. It is definitely the need. It is the likes of Jurgen Klopp who has taken those rest. He has been out of football for a long time, managing those big statements at Liverpool. I think it is also the likes of Pep Guardiola who should take those rest and give some time for himself and then try on coming onto the pitch. But Pep Guardiola is again making those transfers. Randers is coming in. It is Rayan Cherki coming in. Many more Rans are also coming in at Manchester City. But what about Marmoush? What about Kusanov? Big questions are there still coming in for Pep Guardiola, but his transfers are looking just pouring in from heaven, and all the oil money is going to be poured on him. But for me, the best transfer which has happened this season is the likes of that defensive mid-pitch player, Jobe Bellingham, the younger brother of Jude Bellingham, moving from Sunderland to the likes of Borussia Dortmund, and for just 33 millions. That is the reason we call Bundesliga the transfer merchants as well as the player-making machine of every leagues across the globe. Because again, Dortmund winning those big transfers, and Bellingham is the name again. Jobe Bellingham has put his steps on the shoes, and it is Dortmund where he will be taking on the pitch next season in the Bundesliga. For me, Jobe Bellingham to Dortmund is the best transfer so far, and it is Dean Huijsen moving to Real Madrid. Real Madrid again, Ancelotti moving on to the likes of the Brazilian, but it is the likes of Xabi Alonso who will be taking on. He has officially announced the club's players who will be playing in the FIFA Club World Cup, and Xabi Alonso with this Dean Huijsen as well as the likes of few more transfers which is coming on his way, he'll be making that statement good. But will the likes of Alexander Arnold be that statement good enough if Dani Carvajal, who is also making those progresses? Real Madrid are getting those big injuries back into the team. And yes, one thing we missed, Rodri is also coming back into the squad of Manchester City. Big clashes again happening. But what will be the outcome of the best transfer so far after June 16th, where the window will again reopen, and what all transfers will be done? We will be making those analysis video. Do join us for those big transfer news as well as those watch-alongs of the top 5 leagues across the globe, and drop your thoughts on the comment section that what was the best transfer so far and who should your club sign this season if they are going to excel the next season. Till then, keep calling guys, keep calling.